So apparently, I have to make a quick apology to Blissey Bliss and thank her at the same time. So apparently, it seems like Yeast Wolf, as I like to call her, was working with two other people. The one was the gentleman that used to be known as Concerned Citizen, is now known as Camp Blood, and is apparently some kind of former veteran who's obsessed with stolen valor. He was also the one that was obsessed with, he was very into the fight that me and Royce were going to have that Royce wussed out of. And I think the reason he was so, I had actually assumed that he was Blissey because the fact of the matter is he would hang around Blissey's comment sections and things like that. And it wasn't a stretch for me to think that until Blissey actually did interrupt me and say, yo, that's not me. And then I started looking at his other videos, and he is a he. And it's a good thing she caught it before I did give him my address. Although, honestly, I've been doxxed so many times, it's ridiculous anyway. But it looked like he was trying to set me up to assault me or murder me, is what it looked like in retrospect. But so she probably did actually save my ass to a large extent by pointing out that it wasn't her. So that was a convenient thing on her part and a very nice thing of her to do. So that's amazing. Now, why did Nice and these other two people do this? Well, the thing is, unfortunately, Blissey Bliss apparently has a lot of enemies, something I'm very much aware of myself. So I think what was happening, as people have fabricated criminal records, the Daywave crew have fabricated criminal records about me, have fabricated this idea that I'm some kind of pedophile. Which I'm not. I want to be very clear, I am not a pedophile. They have fabricated all sorts of things about me. And what this has done is this has allowed them to use, what they did is it seems that they've made a fake Blissey Bliss profile and had her defend me, which made her look as though she was defending a pedophile because they, of course, have promoted this idea that I'm a pedophile, which a simple criminal background check or even a look in the sex offenders database will prove that I'm not, because I'm not a sex offender and I've never committed a crime like that in my life. So that would disprove this idea that I'm some kind of pedophile, which Nice Wolf likes to keep saying at the top of her lungs with her terrible Australian accent. So what the thing was is they were trying to make Blissey Bliss look like a bad person by saying that she wanted to defend me. So that was the goal of that. But the other goal was to set me up to meet who I thought would be Blissey Bliss and would be someone else with bad intentions, let's just say. And I think that what the problem is, the other thing is this was also meant to, because they kept saying that Blissey Bliss is my new BFF to Mary, because Mary has some kind of issue with Blissey Bliss, and Blissey supposedly cyberbullied her. There's a lot of this drama that I just don't get, but obviously if Blissey was serious and wanted to see me, I don't have any problem with that. She's cute, she's young, what do I care? You know what I mean? But the thing is, and she seems to be, she has a good sense of humor. Like, that's the honest truth is, when I did make that video, I love her sense of humor. She does have a very nice sense of humor, which is refreshing in the world today where nobody has a sense of humor. So that was very refreshing. It's very refreshing to see somebody that can shitpost that's actually funny. A lot of people have no sense of humor. They've lost that ability to have any sense of humor, and she has a sense of humor, and it's very refreshing. And to spend, if which she doesn't, she don't know me, but if she did want to spend time with me, it would be very refreshing to spend time with somebody that's young, attractive, and has a nice sense of humor. It's just something that would be enjoyable. So that was one of the things that got me interested, okay? But the thing is with Mary, she has some kind of thing going with Blissey where she doesn't like her for some reason. And it goes back to some stuff that happened on some social media platforms I never heard of. So what they were saying to Mary to try and alienate Mary by saying, oh, Blissey Bliss is James's new BFF, is they were trying to also use this as a way to get in between me and Mary so that I can't support Mary anymore, to make Mary feel alienated, if you get what I'm saying. And that was, so basically what they were trying to do is they were trying to take out all three of us, myself, Blissey, and Mary, in one fell swoop. Make Mary feel alienated, discredit Blissey by making her look like she's defending a pedophile, and which I'm not, again. I have to keep reiterating that at this point. So make Blissey look like a horrible person. And also, with me, I think it looks very much like they were planning on bumping me off or assaulting me, one or the other. There's no two ways about that. Something really nasty was being planned for me. And that's all for this video. Thank you, Blissey. I really appreciate you.